when you cut and sew, normally you cast it off for your shoulders and your neckline. And what I generally do is where the neckline starts, I put a bit of thread so I can see where the neckline's to come. In this case, it's just a rectangular sample. So what I'm going to do is work out where the centre should be. I'm going to just put a little dot with my, this is a permanent marker, but a felt tip pen or anything that you can see. You're going to cut it out. So it doesn't really matter what kind of pen you use as long as you can see it. Then using a ruler, I just go up to the top, and again using the ruler on the other side. You can buy templates for the neckline, round ones, V-necks, but I've always managed to do it this way. And then you're going to get your your sewing machine. Okay, the machine's set up and I'm using a navy blue thread to contrast with the green of the yarn. I'm going to set the zigzag, in fact I'm going to set it to zigzag, and I'm going to make it quite a wide zigzag. So I've gone up to 4. Right, now I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it on the, no, I'm going to do it just underneath the black line, so that when I cut it, I will cut out the black line. And then I'm just going to, nice and slowly, so I'm just using the black line to guide the feeder. So that's halfway. Turn. And then I'm going to do the same again on this side. Scissors, cut off the thread. There you are. And you can see the line there showing the zigzag. Then you've just got to be a little bit brave and trust all goes well. Take your scissors and cut it close to the zigzag edge without cutting the thread. If you cut the thread, then you'll be in for trouble, but you can always trim round once you've done the main cutting. You can always tidy up later. And there you have it. You've cut out your V-neck, and then you can just, as I say, trim round, get the big edges off. These are going to be covered in a neckband, so you needn't worry too much. Just trim round, and then we're ready for the next stage, which is putting on the neck
started.
Okay, so I'm just going to do a straight stocking stitch band. So I'm going to, if it was a full jumper, you'd do it from the back of half at the neck to the V point. But this time I'm just going to show you what it will look like. So I'm just picking up as I go along. And I want to make it nice and quick because nothing worse than watching a video that goes on for a long time. There we go. Just picking up as I go along. I think there's a ratio which is, is it 3 stitches and then kind of miss one to give a good tension, but I'm not sure about that. I just pick up as I go. There we are, that's to the V. You can see I'm doing this on the Brother 260 Chunky. It's some nice thick wool that I got when I went to the Bournemouth knitting exhibition a couple of years ago, and it's about time I used it up. And I'm going to pull the needles out so that it goes through nicely. Oh, some of these haven't caught. Always take care of what you're doing. Check that everything's the way you want it. It's much easier to do things at the beginning and make corrections than afterwards when it's all done. Nothing worse than having to undo things if a little bit of time at the beginning can avoid it. Okay, so I'm just doing this on tension 3 and there we go. And then I'm going to do 8 rows. Turn up to tension 7, knit 1 row, that makes the turn easier, and then another 8 rows. Now, either you can cast off now on waste yarn, turn it over and then catch it down, or that you can bind off. I'm going to bind off using a behind the latch method, making it nice and loose as I go along. But making videos of things as you go along is a great way of learning as well. Christine and I, we have our knitting play days where we try out things and we make videos of things and we show each other what we can do. And it's a great way of building up new skills and techniques. Having a knitting buddy is an excellent thing. Being a member of a club is wonderful. At the Drayton Club where I go to, there's loads of us, and you know, there's so much expertise there. And it's nice we can help each other out with mending machines and doing favours for each other and selling off our yarn when we've got too much of it or too much that we don't use. There we are. Can you pass me the scissors off the table? Thank you, Christine. Cut that off. Pull that through. And there we have the knitted neckband. Hopefully. Come on, off there. That's it. Okay, so that will be how it's covered, and that will go over there onto the back, and then I should just get a needle and thread, run it across, and that covers up the cut and sew and gives you a nice neat neckband edge as well. Okay, finished jumper I did. The band has been put on as a V. It's crossed over at the front, and you can't see any of the zigzag sewing that I did, although I did use a different yarn, one a much closer colour. Even if we turn this over, you can see where I've just catched it down to a nice edge, and that's the join at the back where I joined the two pieces of neckband together. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you soon. Bye.